Well, hey there, YouTube. Ah, man, it feels nice to be able to pop open a nice cold Coca-Cola and play some Diablo, even though this isn't a live commentary because I'm an idiot. Let me tell you what. Basically, what happened was, well, I'm gonna take a drink of this, because I feel if you open a soda, you must take a drink of it. So, alright, so back to how I was trying to explain. I have two webcams. I have one on my computer, and then I guess you would say an external webcam, I guess is what it would be. So basically what it is it's one that you can unplug, and you plug into your USB port, and it works and stuff like that. And my good webcam is the external one, and it has a pretty good mic quality. I'm not gonna lie, it's the one you're hearing now. It's definitely better than the one that is on my computer. And it recorded with the one on my computer, and it just sounded awful. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start this whole thing over, and that I want to apologize. That's the reason why you don't hear sounds with the gameplay in this. I didn't, I messed up there. So my deepest apologies on that. So, second thing off is, you might notice I'm a barbarian instead of a demon hunter. Alright, so let me explain this for you real quick if you don't mind. I decided that I would make a new character and I would leave him off at the point where I made my last video. The reason why I did that was because I felt like I would have to record every time I played Diablo, and I'd have to do my live commentary over it, and it's just kind of one of those things where you're like, I want to enjoy the game for what it is. I don't okay, first off, don't get me wrong, I don't mind playing the game for the fact that, you know, I want to make videos for you guys, but I want to have my own character where I can play on my own time. And I feel like this will be a character that I will play only for videos. And I've done the exact same things I have on my Demon Hunter, just on this one. Apparently every playthrough is different of Diablo, but up into the part that I started off on, it was exactly the same where I left off, where I had to talk to the blacksmith. So I did that, and it worked really well. Just got lucky, I guess. Either I got lucky or the intro part is the same. And we'll see in the future if it's different from, or at least I will. I won't know if you guys will or not, because, well, if you have Diablo, then you will understand, and if you don't have Diablo, then you won't understand. So, yeah, sorry about that. And the reason why I'm messing with my settings here is I felt that it was really, really loud in the actual, commentary, that when I was actually playing and commentating it with my crappy mic, even though I thought I was recording it with my good mic. I thought it was, kind of just a little too loud, and the mic might be picking it up, and oh, let me tell you what, I'm sure did. I didn't even bother listening to it after I heard it was my crappy webcam mic. When I just heard the intro, I'm just like, hey guys, how's it going? It's Jersey Sir EJ with I'm just like, no, I'm done. I was just so upset. I'm like, wow, I just spent almost 20 minutes making a commentary about something, and I felt like it was a really good commentary. And normally I don't have the best commentaries when they're live, but this one flowed really well. And kind of like this one, this one has gone real smooth so far, and let's just hopefully that I can keep a good commentary through you guys, and hopefully you can keep up and be like, yeah, good job, EJ. I appreciate what you did for us in this video. I don't know, but I actually want to thank you guys here for a little bit, and here's why. My last video was my first Call of Duty video, Gears of War video, first thing that was console game wise, and I was really happy with the response from it. It was a funnies and fails video, and it took me quite a while to edit, and you guys just you gave me good feedback. Also, it was just the most likes we've had on a video in a while, and no dislikes. That was always nice. I don't mind getting dislikes, because I mean, that's just people how feel about the video. If they didn't like it, then they can dislike it. Then it's however you guys feel about the video. I would rather you guys rate it truthfully than not rating it at all, or it's one of those personal preference things. I don't it's one of those things. I love likes. Not a fan of dislikes, but I mean, if they're there to help me realize I gotta pick up my game, I gotta do something. But I got the most likes on that video we have in a while, and I was really happy for that because it did take me a while to make. You know, it was a bunch of random games, and it was probably over like 2 weeks of recording. So I'm going to try to get those out every 2 to 3 weeks. It's just depending on how I want to record them, or how much I play Xbox, how much I want to edit them. On the one that uploaded yesterday, which, you know, if you guys haven't seen that, you might want to go back and check that out so you know what I'm talking about. So you could just pause this video right about meow and go back and upload, or then come back to this in a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to put that link in the description to that video. But also, you know, it took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours to edit that video. Well, mainly because I didn't have the clips rendered out already, and that was my fault. I had to search for them a little bit. So I think the video would have probably took me a little less time to edit, but putting the text over the one part of the video took me quite a while because first off, it was just kind of hard to understand what he was saying, and I was trying to decipher that, and then I just said screw it after like 10 minutes of like trying to figure it out. So I just put in some stuff that I thought might be comical or not comical to you guys, but I don't know. I just went with it, and I was just like, yeah, and I enjoyed it, and you know, the Gears part of it, I don't know if you guys enjoyed as much, but I know I have a feeling you guys enjoyed the Call of Duty, because everybody enjoys Call of Duty videos, it seems like, because, I mean, it honestly is the biggest console game out there. I don't think there is another one that's even half as close as big as a console game to Call of Duty. I mean, Halo, maybe, maybe, like I said, I don't know. It's just, Halo hasn't released as many games as Call of Duty, because, like, as you see, the Call of Duty franchise releases a game every year, and I mean it's made by different people, but every other year, different people make it. But so they have 2 years to make a game, but it still has the Call of Duty name in front of it, so that makes it like the biggest game out there. So I'm figuring that you guys will enjoy that because I mean a lot of people enjoy Call of Duty, and I mean I enjoy Call of Duty, and that's what matters. And I was one of those trick shotters. I was honestly, now you guys are going to probably be like, EJ, you're nowhere near one of those OG trick shotters, but honestly I was one of the first trick shotters out there. Like I was there when it just started. Like I honestly, okay, if you guys know who Phase, Dare, War, Era, Trick is, I was there when he started trick shotting. Like that just says enough. He got the OG trick shotting, like the gamertag trick shotting, without any problem. Like he didn't have to buy it or anything. Like he made it. Like he just like went to Xbox, like went to change gamertag and got trick shotting. And I was there when he did that. So I was recording before he even changed that. Like I've probably been recording since '09 or 2010 easily. And I was there when like no scopes cross map and NSL 360s was the great trick shots. Like if you hit that, you were freaking sick, man. You're like, I'm the best trick shotter around. And you know, anyway, that's kind of getting off topic, but I just, you know, I trick shot it. I have a couple I had a kill cam in there where it was supposed to be a climb shot 360 NSL 360 off. No scope, and I finally hit it. I've been going for that shot on high rise for the longest time, and I didn't fall off the side, and I was upset with that. And then I got a hit marker on a distance 360 climb shot on the exact same spot, and it was just like 7 of those clips all came from the same day, and I think it was actually last Saturday is when it happened, and it was just crazy, like all that stuff was going on. But I mean, I don't even know. Momentarily, I think after this, I'm going to be going for some more funnies and fails, whether Wiley knows it or not. I'm going to try to piss him off on Gears. I don't know how well it's going to work off. Maybe not Wiley, but I'm going to do some of my other friends and see how mad they'll get if, you know, if they start seeing that I'm doing some of that stuff and they won't realize it. Like the one friend didn't even know that I did it to him, and that the one who was talking about the D-bag instead of the D-pad, I thought that was hilarious. And you know, it's just one of those things that I like record it, and then I always record every game that I play, as long as it's like You know, something that I could like do something like I find cool on. And another thing is, I'll talk about this in a moment, so I'll stay on the topic I'm on. I just record whatever I'm on, just like, so I'm like, hey, maybe I'll get a commentary or I'll get a funny clip, because funny shit can rain anything. Like Gears, or not Gears, Grand Theft Auto, like, you'll never know what's going to happen in that game. That game is probably, if not the most random game ever, next to, I couldn't even name another one that's almost as random. Saints Row is another one. It's just one of those free world games, and random stuff happens. And it's pretty funny a lot of the times, at least. You know, it might not seem funny to you guys, but it's funny to me, and it's funny with my friends, and, you know, that's why we enjoy what we're doing. So I figured, you know, like, you know, just maybe if somebody else will think out there that's funny. But, yeah, okay, so on to that other thing that I just mentioned that I'm going to talk about again here is there was a little montage by Optic Goalie, and it was talking about, like, if you think a clip is sick, then you should use it. And honestly, that's the way I'm going to do things now. Once, I'm like, fuck it, I don't care if, like, I don't live up the standards of other people. I want to live up to my own standards, and you know what? If I think I did accomplish something by hitting this shot, and you know, you guys just are like, wow, this sucks, you're awful. And like, his whole video was like, it was before, like, another thing was, he said something, he's like, before there were haters and trolls and stuff, there was people who would leave feedback, like, if, this was in the Call of Duty community, so if some of you guys will understand this, I don't know, like, it'll be like, I'll try, like, I don't know, and that would be actually stupid, but it was like, you know, use a different song next time, instead of, wow, this song sucked, and then dislike the video and leave. People would be like, oh, you know what, you try using a better song next time, but besides that, the clips are really good, I enjoyed the video, keep up the good work, you know, something like that. Or like the color correction, be like, color correction was a little too bright, or needed to be a little bit brighter, something like that, instead of, man, this color correction was shit, man, this video sucked, or something like that, you know. Like, they didn't point out the bad things in videos, they just pointed out stuff that could help you improve on your videos. And you know, videos just, they're not the same anymore. Like, that's why the Call of Duty community has changed so much, and honestly, I'm a good example to know, like, what has changed in that type of community. And I know this is kind of stupid to be commentating over Diablo gameplay on this, but I mean, I talked about this in the other commentary, and I figured that I really wanted to keep the topic going. And, you know, I've been there since, if someone set up, like, if someone set up, that was, like, unheard of. And, you know, like, I was there when we still used Ninja and Steady Aim to trick shot, like, before we even thought about wow, Commando Pro jumping off a building and actually being able to live through it and go for another shot, man, that's a crazy idea. Hell, I don't know. But, you know, I'm gonna try to get together a montage game, because I have a couple clips that I can throw in. I think I have like 3 or 4, 5 maybe clips of Call of Duty stuff that I can make right now, and I probably can make it like a 1-minute episode. But I want to try to get like 12 clips and make like a Call of Duty episode of stuff. I know I have 2 kill cams. I have a sick ass hit marker. You know, normally when I go for Call of Duty clips, like, there'll be stuff where I'm just like jumping around, spinning, shooting, and be like, maybe I'll hit one day. And yesterday, for the first time, it happened to me, and I was just like, oh, like, I didn't even know what to think when it happened. That's how crazy it was. It was a hit marker. It wasn't a kill. And it'll be the first clip in the next funnies and fails. I can promise you that. Another thing is, I'm going to ask my friend James, or Mixie. He's a sick editor. He does Gears edits and Call of Duty edits. If I do remember to link him in the video, I gotta remember to link my last video and James. I can do that. In the description, he has like sick edits, and you know, he's editing Trick's episode. Ryan, I know him as Ryan. I know him in real life. Comes over every once in a while, but he's editing his episode right now, and it's gonna be sick. I mean, Ryan's like amazing with the clips. James is a great editor. So I'm gonna actually ask him right after this if he'll edit my next funny and fails. I figure he'll be, you know, good. I mean, it'll be entertaining that way, in more than one way of just, you know, having it be funny and stuff. So, you know, it just depends. Like, that could take a while to edit. And when I first saw this boss, I was just like, holy shit. But this was my second time seeing him, and I forgot that he came out there. So I just walked through the door. But, you know, it'll be really cool. You know, it'll have good effects and stuff. And if I get more hit markers, or more of my friends get hit markers. I mean, we've been hitting stuff. We haven't been getting hit markers. We've been hitting stuff of late, which is really good, exciting stuff. I mean, who wants to get hit markers when you can get kill cams and get clips? And you know, it's just been good of late. Like, I've been getting, like, I don't know, after sucking in the trick shotting community for so long, and now I'm getting good at the whole trick shotting thing again. I went to commentaries for a while, and obviously, I feel like I'm a good commentator, but there's a lot of great commentators out there. Like, #1 commentator, honestly, in my opinion, actually, it's a toss-up. So, 1 and 2 commentators right here have to be C Nanners. He was my, one of my first guys I ever watched make videos, but then, like, there's Critical, who makes the funniest videos ever. Those guys are just, like, 2 of the funniest guys, great commentators ever. But, I mean, my inspiration to make videos actually came from one of my friends. His name is Tiny, and then, honestly, Ryan has been out there, too. He's been a great, like, inspiration to me throughout the whole time. And then Small Beans, you know, he's another Call of Duty commentator. But so, like, Critical and CNNers are the best commentators out there, in my opinion, at least. And then, like, if you want to speak, like, inspiration, then it has to be Ryan and Tiny. Those 2 aren't really commentators. They were just video makers and stuff. And then, clearly, if I was going to go for commentating, it would have to be Small Beans, like, just for the Call of Duty thing. But, I mean, CNNers, first guy I've ever watched, so he's an inspiration for commentating. And then Small Beans, he's an inspiration for commentating. Then Nightmare RH was another one that I really, I enjoyed his videos a while back in the day. And, you know, the funny thing is, some of you guys know I'm good friends with Chris Archie, and that's probably how a lot of you got here from his cell box. You know, his videos, I didn't even know who he was when I first played with him. I was just like, I just, like, treated him like a normal dude, and it turned out that he's famous YouTube E-famous guy, and I was just like, wow, this is really cool. I just met someone who's E-famous, and you know, I just figured, yeah, I went with the flow of things, and now we're decent friends. I want to play Diablo with him sometime. Hopefully we can make a video together or something. I'll ask him about it sooner than later. It's just one of those things that, like, I don't want to ask too much from him, you know, because he already has a sub box, and that's a big deal. Be sub-boxed by someone who's so big. I mean, there's no way in hell that we'd have as many subs as we would without him, or Kelly, or Ryan, or Kevin Framed. So, you know, we're actually going to be me and Wiley are going to be starring in one of Frame's videos that's going to be going up on Machinima here soon. It's A Life in the Lure, or something like that. It's that one really funny videos that he's doing, and it's kind of like a skit type thing, and I enjoyed it. So he's like, he asked in our little group chat, that's me, Ryan, Kelly, Chris, and Wiley. He's like, hey, do you want to star in, does anyone want to do voiceovers for help me out in my skit? And I'm like, alright, sure, why not? I mean, I would love to do that. And then Wiley's like, yeah, you know what, I'll help too. And then, you know, I'm just like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I mean, it'll help us out. And, you know, we're helping Kevin out. So I'm like, just a good thing in general. So I'm just like, 2 thumbs up. Awesomeness, you know. One last thing before we go. Brandon from Crown the Empire has tweeted me back on Twitter twice, so if you guys want to check out my Twitter, I'm going to start making that a daily thing in our videos. So, yeah, until next time, I'm Jersey 3EJ with Rober RS. I'll see you guys later.